When people think of a simple overnight stop during a long road trip, they imagine a quiet room, a clean bed, and a few hours of peaceful sleep. But for Daniel, a tired traveler passing through Virginia, a routine hotel stay turned into a disturbing encounter that would change the way he viewed hotels forever. Daniel had been driving for hours, exhausted and desperate for rest. Near midnight, he pulled into a small, basic hotel in Virginia. It looked ordinary, clean enough, with only a few cars parked outside, but unusually dark. Inside the lobby, the atmosphere felt off. The man at the front desk barely acknowledged Daniel before handing over a key. There was no warmth, no welcome, just a quiet, unsettling stillness. Up on the third floor, the hallway was dim and lined with "Do Not Disturb" signs, as if every guest wanted to remain invisible. Daniel's room sat at the far end. When he opened the door, he noticed something strange. The room looked used, not dirty but disturbed. A lamp sat crooked, a dresser drawer was slightly open, and the blanket on the bed had a wrinkle that suggested someone had just been there. Housekeeping clearly hadn't been thorough, or worse, didn't care. Trying to shrug it off, Daniel settled in, turned on the TV, and attempted to sleep. But the uneasiness kept creeping back. Sometime after drifting off, Daniel woke to a faint clicking sound. At first, he thought it was just the air conditioner, but then the sound came again. It was the unmistakable noise of someone gently testing the door handle. He stared at the door, watching the shadow of the handle tilt ever so slightly. Someone was outside. Someone was trying to get in. A soft metallic scrape followed, like a key sliding into the lock. Daniel froze. No one should have a key to his room except hotel staff. The lock turned, but the door didn't open. After a few seconds, the handle released, and the faint hallway light disappeared as the intruder quietly walked away. Daniel stayed awake for almost an hour, listening, waiting, convincing himself that maybe it was an honest mistake. Eventually, exhausted, he fell asleep again. The second disturbance. Someone inside the room. Around 2:15 a.m., Daniel woke again, this time to the undeniable sound of rustling inside the room. Someone was there. Terrified, he slowly sat up. In the corner, near his bag, he saw a shadowy figure, large, dark, and motionless. Heart pounding, he whispered, "Who's there?" A deep male voice responded calmly, "It's housekeeping. Sorry, I'll leave now." Daniel watched in shock as the figure moved across the room, opened the door with ease, and slipped out. This time, the fear hit him full force. He jumped up, locked the chain, and tried to steady his breathing before calling the front desk. When he reported that someone with a key had broken into his room, the front desk clerk insisted no housekeeping staff were on duty. Panicked, Daniel packed his things and rushed to the lobby, demanding the police be called and the surveillance footage be checked. Only after the police arrived did the desk worker agree to show the security footage. What they saw made Daniel's blood run cold. A large, menacing-looking man had been pacing the hallway for hours, returning again and again to Daniel's door. Eventually, he used a key, a master key he wasn't authorized to have, to enter Daniel's room. The hotel admitted the man did not work there. Somehow, he had stolen a master key. Daniel received a refund, grabbed his belongings, and drove another half hour before finally sleeping in his car, still shaken, but safer. The incident left a permanent scar on Daniel's trust in hotels. Even today, he wonders whether he could have filed charges for negligence or endangerment. But instead, he chose to push the memory away and move on, although the fear still lingers. This unsettling hotel experience in Virginia became a reminder that sometimes the places meant to keep us safe can also become the most vulnerable. And for Daniel, that night remains impossible to forget. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more such real horror videos.